So I say we are back. We are back for another one. But before that, please wake up to reality. Moderate speech, you know what I'm saying? I did a moderate speech, and that has nothing to do with what we're doing today. We're reacting to a dead battle that I've been waiting for ever since I saw that they was gonna do it. Well, it's hold on, man. I'm not even shit on. All right, let me recalibrate my head, and now we can do it. Miles Morales versus Deku. Come on, man.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Call him
Spider-Man
Deku.
versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And
Because
it's
Deku's an off-brand Spider-Man, because he trying to copy Spider-Man. He even got the Spidey senses. Like, what is he doing?
our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker.
I like how
He
they
was
did that. I like how they did that. They did it just like in the movie and Into the Spider-Verse.
bitten by
I like
a
how they did
radioactive
that.
spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
I like how they
Friendly
did
neighbor
that.
to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever.
Michael
like in
Hara.
Universe
Is that his
1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter
hell
Miles
is that?
Morales, a young teen from
Miles
Brooklyn just
Morales.
trying to figure out his place in the world. And now he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was Miles's
Herald of Venanzi. What the fuck is that? Teams, Champions, Ultimates, Avengers. I have no idea what. Like Naruto did, Dragon Ball Z, JoJo, Gwen. Yeah, we know. Canon event. Yeah, we know. GameSpot. I didn't know about that.
turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual Spider
They
Kid.
put it the canon event because his dad dying is a canon event, which means that obviously he wouldn't like them. I don't know what are these teams he talking about. Obviously, I know the Avengers, but Champions and Ultimates, I do not know who they are. Naruto, yeah. He's black. Of course, he loves anime. He's black. There's no way he wouldn't love anime, bro. He's black. Let's be honest. Every black people love anime. Bro.
Help him
Let's be
out.
honest.
This spider carried
Even
the
if they
Oz
don't like
formula,
anime, they like Dragon Ball. Obviously.
a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to
Oz formula. What the hell? Maybe I need to read the comics, man. What the fuck
alter
going
his
on?
body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats.
That's a
so he can
game, that's a
react ahead
game.
of
I need to
time.
finish
he
the
even got
game,
an
bro.
upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without their
Nano mesh vibranium suit. Alright, when did he get that? When the fuck? Wakandan web shooters? What? What is happening, bro? When did he get those? Oh my god, bro. Radar spider sense. I didn't know about that. Invincibility, yeah. Venom powers. Venom saber. Oh my. Overdrive absorption. Is it in the game? I don't know where these shit are coming from, bro. What the Venom saber? What is this?
web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like
Yeah,
any
he
typical
definitely did.
teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to
His
be his
uncle.
very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents. Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped
that movie was so clean. Yo, I love Miles. Miles is my favorite Spider-Man, bro. Like, obviously Peter was my favorite, but then Miles came, and I was like, damn, this man is clean, bro. He is clean as hell, bro. I love this nigga. He is so nice.
This particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's.
Nah,
Miles has a variety
he's so
of
talented, bro. It's crazy.
powers like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind?
What the fuck? What type of Miles is
What kind of
this?
spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such
Oh,
as
no,
the
no, no,
Linophiidae,
no.
have a process
No, I
known
can't
as
stand it. I
ballooning.
can't stand it.
By spinning
I
a thread
really
of their
can't.
silk,
Stop,
they can
stop,
use
stop,
the Earth's
stop,
natural
stop.
electric fields to fly, traveling up to
I really
hundreds of
can't.
miles. No pun intended.
That's cool and all, but I don't want to see
Well,
this.
whatever kind
This
of
is
fight
why I
it was.
cannot read Jungle Juice, bro. They be having these damn close up of these fucking insects. I cannot stand insects, bro. I cannot. I don't like them. They look nasty, they ugly, and they fucking look weird as hell.
Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
That's
oh,
another
geez,
two
Spidey
different
could lift
Spider-Man.
buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A
I
blast that would
need
have
to
equaled
play
15
Spider-Man 2,
million
bro. I didn't play it. What the fuck is happening?
tons of TNT.
He's getting kudos from
I finished the first one. I haven't played the second one. Well, I started, but I didn't finish it. And I bought the third one. The third one came with the PS5, but I never touched it because I wanted to play the other one first.
ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit.
When did
This
it happen?
super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is
Bro, Stan Lee is a legend. How the fuck did he come up with all of this? He is a legend, bro. What type of crazy shit happened to him to come up with all of these? That's crazy,
thinner
man.
to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing.
Damn.
This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's
Wait, he fought Deadpool? Miles fought Deadpool, bro? What happened to him?
shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
No way, he did a Shidori? Nah, Miles is a real G,
His
bro.
initial insecurities, Miles has more than
Miles
managed
is a
to live
G
up to
for
his
real.
predecessor. No longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the
What?
big players of the
A symbiotic dragon? What the fuck? Yo, what's happening, Marvel? Listen, took hits from Giant Woman. Don't know who that is. Thought, yeah, okay. Stop the inheritors and save the web of life. Save them from an evil clone. An Oscar? What the fuck? You got an Oscar? For who?
Spider-Verse,
Why?
teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people. A whole
Yeah, I
lot
heard
of
of
them,
that
each
guy.
with their own way of getting the job done.
Well,
Miles even
that
let him
Spider-Man was like the spiders absorb Peter's consciousness and they became like super intelligent or something. That sounds dark as fuck.
In the battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero.
Bro, he is a
Vampire assholes.
He's
This
a
is
legend.
Stan Lee was
I think it was a big thing making him so he could be anybody under that costume. Stan Lee's a genius, bro. I don't know how the fuck he came up with all of these superheroes and all of that. He's a genius. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on in that head, but I thank God you were born, my guy. I thank God you were born, bro. It's unfortunate that you passed away because they fucking up the whole Marvel shit ever since you were gone, but I thank God you were born.
Proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero.
Beautiful.
But
now
what
it's time to
is
see
a
fake ass Spider-Man.
Hero. To the citizens of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace. All Might.
The big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight.
Watashi ga kita!
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might.
24 post times here. What the fuck does that mean? What? I'm confused. Oh, they talking about him in the future? Yeah, he's a teacher. He's garbage, bro. And he got no quirks. Let's be honest. He got no quirks, bro. And romantic, one of who? I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird, but I don't know.
But even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand.
All right, let's not
proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks. One for All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though. Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode. So Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, do your best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself.
Did he break his arm so badly that if he had to switch to a whole new fighting style? He had to switch to using his legs because his arms were fucked. That's how bad this guy is. He's stupid, man.
Else was okay.
Dude, who does that?
He'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
Todoroki,
So
that's my favorite in the whole show, bro.
He developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style. Shoot style.
Nah, shoot style came from fucking up his arms. That's where it came from.
A stronger limb that'd be less likely to break. Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master, One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All for One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to
Spider-Man, fake-ass Spider-Man, bro. He fake-ass Spider-Man, Black Whip, and Danger Sense, basically spiderwebs and fucking spider sense, bro. Come on, man.
They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
What I say. But I heard that the guy who created My Hero Academia was a big fan of Marvel, and that he was heavily inspired by them. Does All Might kind of resembles to Captain America, and Deku resembles Spider-Man? That's because he's a big fan of Marvel, and
but he can use it
it's been a huge inspiration to his
bigger smoke screen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with Full Cowling to achieve Foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound.
I don't like
Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All for One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude who can catch light-speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use...
Wait, what? Deku can forcefully transfer the vestiges of One for All to an opponent to directly attack their soul, but he loses one of his quirks. What the fuck is going on?
Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One for All was suffocating.
Unlock One for All full potential, became the number 4 hero. He's trash. Obligated Dark Might Fortress. I had no idea what this is. Flew nearly 200 kilometers in less than an hour. That's nothing compared to Superman. He trash. Survives the recoil of all his attack. That's normal. You're fucking stupid. Save the Airy Kotal. Nobody gives a fuck about them. Defeated Shigaraki. They all trash. Can hit you really, really hard. Everybody can do that. I hate Deku.
He's been doing
I hate Deku, bro.
all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
I like this one. And then there's the other one I hate.
Where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength.
Oh, look at that shit, man. Yeah, you know when the hands start looking like this, you know he a villain.
Just as they admired his strength and desire to help others, even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All for One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One for All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All for One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One for All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
Bro. I don't like this thing.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking. Benjamin, what are you wearing?
Dummy thick.
Yes, that's our mechanical menace Mecha Goose pulling down the trunks of poor Dummy.
Don't know you, brother.
Me?
I've never heard of you before.
All right, the combatants are set.
Who the fuck is that? That is not
the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Battle! Let's jump into it. New York? The fight is in New York City? Deku by the bus. He always wanted to be there. Ooh, this looks nice.
More man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware!
I thought it looked good, but
Let's try that one more time.
I'm gonna be honest. I want Miles to win, but I can't. I kind of can't see it, bro. the man can push the clouds, bro. He got one for all. That's, you know what I'm saying. It's pretty much all you need to know, bro.
Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
Talking like this, bro.
Oh, mierda.
Hey, Miles, come on, man. You can't lose, bro.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
Nobody gives a fuck, bro. Miles, you can't lose, bro. Yeah, my boy, Orifar out here.
If I'm gonna do my best.
He lost. He lost. Oh, no, maybe not. I was like, he used his awakening before Deku did. But he did not. They used that at the same time.
I gotta do my own thing.
Come on, Miles. Come on, Miles. You can't lose to this lame man, nigga. Come on, Miles. Come on, Miles, bro. You can't lose out here, bro.
He's right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
Kamehameha.
Shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
Miles, come on, man. Lock in, bro. Lock in, Miles.
Death Bang!
Go beyond!
Yeah, I kind of. Yo, this is beautiful. I knew it. Fucking hell, bro. The kinetic has a limit. Wait, what is he doing? He's exploding. Ooh, Miles won! Wait, Miles won!
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
He lost?
KO! Vaya con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The spider sense gave Miles more insight on his...
Miles is a herald of Spider God and NC, and NC is the largest supportive mentor rather than a direct comment on Miles' behalf. However, Miles' status as a herald could theoretically grant him spiritual connection from being attacked by one for vestiges. I have no idea what that meant.
Surroundings and threats than danger sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles's invisibility was harder for danger sense to detect when he
barely fucking used that.
acting, while the spider sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fa-Jin gave a bigger boost in strength.
While Venom is effective against genetic mutants, it can be resisted by those with high durability or pain tolerance, such as Ultimate Green Goblin, that I do not know. Deku has withstood electrical attacks from Shigaraki and Nine, even if a Venom Strike did paralyze Deku, he could pop at his body with Overlay. Yeah.
Than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku, though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave
genius.
Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything.
Miles has been trained by Captain America. What? When did that happen? Colleen Wing, Misty Knight, and Black Panther. While his trainings are arguably not as intensive as Deku full-time study at UA, he's not inexperienced by any means. All of that don't matter. Miles is a fucking genius, bro.
From neighborhood crooks to multiverse
he's a
ending
genius.
gods
He
for
absorbs shit
significantly
so
longer.
fast.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles. And that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
But that's
That was
Deku.
no contest.
Yeah,
Miles
one
absorbing
for
the energy
fucking
of
all.
that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
Yeah.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of
I fucking knew
TNT,
it.
smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it
I
wasn't as simple
fucking
as that.
knew it, man.
Miles is
I
wearing
hate
a
him.
vibranium suit after all. So the question
That doesn't
wasn't
change
necessarily
shit,
who
bro.
was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive.
Miles' bomb absorption feat was nearly fatal. Furthermore, the 546 megaton yield for vibranium durability was a high-end calculation. The energy to simply render New York uninhabitable is far less. Even analyzed generously, Miles' strength and armor is much weaker than. Yeah, we already knew that. That's
But Deku defeating All for
already
One
knew
was
that.
still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember,
Yeah,
the
fucking
Vibranium in
hell.
Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this
fucking
superpower
hate
battle,
Deku,
it was
bro.
Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
I hate Deku. I do not like him, bro. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it. I do not